Hello, everyone. My name is Isaura Dames, and today I will be talking a little bit about a beautiful woman that it's called Pearls Buck. So, Pearls Buck was an American writer and novelist. In October 1892, her family took the 4-month-old baby girl to China as the daughter of missionaries to China, and later as a missionary herself. Buck spent most of her life in Shenzhen. The family spent their summers and in a villa in Coling Town. Um, it was during this annual um, that the young girl decided to become a wifer. The Good Earth was the best-selling novel in the United States, and won a um, and she won many things. And later I will tell you more details about it. So original name Comfort Pearls grew up in a Hillsborough, West Virginia, the daughter of Caroline Mount. So as you can see here, there is a picture of the house, and when Pearl was 5 months old, the nuclear family arrived to China, first in Hawaii and then in 1896 in Shenzhen. Then known as Jinjia, or in the Chinese romanticism postal system. Around the original city from Nanjing, Pearl spent her entire childhood and youth in this metropolis and referred to Chinese as her first language. Sorry about that. So now I will be talking about her career in China. Although Book had no intention of returning to China, let alone becoming a missionary, she immediately applied to the Presbyterian Committee, and her father wrote that her mother was seriously ill. In 1964, Book returned to China. She married an agricultural missionary, John, which his name was John, on May 30, and they moved to Suzhou. That is a tiny town on the Hawaii River, not to be confused with the more respectful Seoul ahead province in Jiangsu. In 1921, Book's mother died of tropical pathology, sprue, and shortly after his father moved. So that's so sad. And then they left China for John Book's grab year and bravely returned to the United States. During this time, Pearl Book earned her master's degree from Cornell University. In the fall, they returned to China. Okay, so now we'll be talking a little bit about the career in the United States and what happened there. In 1931, 35, the books divorced in Reno, Nevada, and she married Richard Watts that, that same day. He offered her advice and affection with her biographer concludes helped make prodigious activity positive. The couple lived in Pennsylvania until his death in 1960. Following the continuous revolution, book was repeatedly refused all attempts to return to the beloved China. Her 1962 novel Saturn Never Sleeps describes the communism China in China. During the Cultural Revolution, books as a prominent American wifer of Chinese village life was denounced as an American cultural imperialist. Books was heartbroken when she was provided from visiting China with Richard Nixon. So, so as you can see here, I don't know if you can see here very well, but well, you can see now. Here is a picture when she received a novel in literature, and in her speech to the academy, she looked at her topic, the Chinese novel. She explained, I am an American by birth and by ancestry. But my earliest knowledge of a story of how to tell and write stories came to be in China after an extensive discussion of classic Chinese novels, especially romance of the Three Kingdoms, and All Men Are Brothers, and dreamt of the Red Chamber. She concludes that in China, the novelist did not have the task of creating art but of speaking to the people. Her own ambition, she continued, had not been trained toward the beauty of letters, of the grace of art in China. The task of the novelist differed from the worst artist. To farmers, he must talk of their land, and to old men, he must speak of peace, and to old women, he must tell of their children, and the young men and women, he must speak of each other. And like the Chinese novelist, she conclude, I have been taught to want to write for the Chinese people. If they are reading the magazines by the million, then I want mysteries there rather than in magazines read only by a few. Um, so her story is very interesting, and I really loved her story and how she was passionate about being a missionary. And especially, I really love. It got me like really surprised when she divorced and then she got married. And I don't know, I would love to know more about it. And I hope you guys could understand and could learn from book. Thank you for listening.